Using extension cords with replacement cord caps and connectors outdoors can pose safety hazards if not done properly. Do not use them if the replacement cord caps or connectors are not rated for outdoor use, the cords or connectors have any visible damage or fraying, or the connections are not waterproof or weather resistant. If the replacement cord caps and connectors are specifically rated for outdoor use and are in good condition, it is generally safe to use them for Christmas lights outdoors. Firstly, use extension cords that are specifically designed for outdoor use and have the appropriate weather-resistant ratings. Secondly, before using, carefully inspect the cords, cord caps, and connectors for any damage or defects. Thirdly, make sure all connections are waterproof and weather-resistant by using weatherproof tape or outdoor-rated extension socket covers. Fourthly, keep cords elevated off the ground to prevent moisture accumulation and damage. Fifthly, use the cords only for low amperage electrical loads such as Christmas lights. Sixthly, always unplug the cords when not in use to prevent electrical surges or overheating. For added peace of mind, it is recommended to use Christmas lights that have molded ends intact. These cords are designed to withstand outdoor conditions and provide enhanced safety. If you ensure that the replacement cord caps and connectors are rated for outdoor use and are in good condition, you can cautiously use them for Christmas lights outdoors. However, for optimal safety, it is advisable to use lights with molded ends intact. Consider the environment where the extension cord will be used. Outdoor environments expose electrical equipment to moisture, temperature fluctuations, and physical stress. Extension cords designed for outdoor use incorporate features that mitigate these risks. The outer jacket of an outdoor-rated cord is typically made from a durable, weather-resistant material like rubber or thermoplastic elastomer. These materials resist cracking, abrasion, and degradation from sunlight and moisture. Indoor-rated cords often use polyvinyl chloride, which becomes brittle and prone to cracking in cold or wet conditions. The gauge of the wire inside the extension cord is another critical factor. The gauge determines the cord's current carrying capacity. Outdoor applications, especially those involving multiple lights, can draw significant current. Undersized cords can overheat, leading to insulation damage and potential fire hazards. Refer to the appliance or light's power requirements and select an extension cord with an appropriate gauge. The lower the gauge number, the thicker the wire and the higher the current capacity. For instance, a 12-gauge cord can handle more current than a 16-gauge cord. Check the underwriter's laboratories or UL listing on the extension cord. A UL listing indicates that the cord has been tested and certified to meet safety standards. Look for the UL listed for outdoor use marking to ensure the cord is suitable for outdoor environments. When inspecting cords and connectors, pay close attention to the condition of the insulation. Cracks, cuts, or abrasions expose the conductors and create shock hazards. Check the cord's entire length, paying particular attention to areas near the plugs and connectors, as these are points of stress. The cord should be flexible and pliable. If the cord feels stiff or brittle, it may be damaged internally and should be replaced. Examine the cord caps and connectors for signs of damage, such as cracks, broken prongs, or loose connections. Replace any damaged components immediately. Moisture is a major hazard when using electrical equipment outdoors. Water can create a conductive path between the conductors, leading to short circuits and electric shock. Weatherproof tape and outdoor-rated extension socket covers provide a barrier against moisture. Weatherproof tape is a specialized electrical tape designed to seal connections against water intrusion. It typically consists of a rubber or silicone backing with a waterproof adhesive. Wrap the tape tightly around the connection, overlapping each layer to create a watertight seal. Outdoor-rated extension socket covers are enclosures that protect the connection between the extension cord and the device being powered. These covers are typically made from durable plastic and feature a gasket that seals the enclosure against moisture. Ensure the cover is properly sized for the connection and that the gasket is in good condition. Elevating cords off the ground reduces the risk of moisture accumulation and physical damage. Use stakes, hooks, or other supports to keep the cords off the ground. Avoid running cords through puddles or areas where water may accumulate. When using multiple extension cords, connect them in a way that minimizes the risk of tripping hazards. Secure the cords to prevent them from being pulled or stepped on. High amperage electrical loads can overload extension cords, leading to overheating and potential fire hazards. Christmas lights typically draw a relatively low current, but it's still important to calculate the total load to ensure it doesn't exceed the cord's capacity. Check the wattage rating of the lights and the amperage rating of the extension cord. The total wattage of the light should not exceed the cord's wattage rating. If the wattage is not specified, you can calculate it by multiplying the voltage, typically 120 volts, by the amperage. When not in use, unplug the extension cords to prevent electrical surges and overheating. Electrical surges can occur during thunderstorms or power outages, and they can damage electronic devices. Unplugging the cords eliminates the risk of surge damage. Overheating can occur if the cord is left plugged in even when no devices are connected. This is because the cord may still be drawing a small amount of current, which can generate heat over time. Always unplug the cords when not in use, especially during periods of prolonged absence. Christmas lights with molded ends are designed to withstand outdoor conditions and provide enhanced safety. The molded ends create a watertight seal around the connection, preventing moisture from entering the cord. These lights are also typically made from durable materials that resist cracking and abrasion. While extension cords with replacement cord caps and connectors can be used safely outdoors if properly rated and maintained, using lights with molded ends provides an extra layer of protection. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for safe electrical practices. Article 400.8 of the NEC addresses the uses not permitted for flexible cords and cables. It states that flexible cords and cables shall not be used as a substitute for the fixed wiring of a structure, where run through holes in walls, ceilings, or floors, where run through doorways, windows, or similar openings, where attached to building surfaces, or where concealed behind building walls, ceilings, or floors. This means that extension cords should not be used as a permanent wiring solution. They are intended for temporary use only. Article 590 of the NEC addresses temporary installations. It provides requirements for the safe installation of temporary electrical power and lighting installations, such as those used for construction sites and outdoor events. This article emphasizes the importance of using ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, in wet locations to protect against electric shock. A GFCI is a device that detects ground faults and interrupts the flow of electricity. Ground faults occur when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person's body. GFCIs are designed to trip quickly, preventing serious injury or death. Consider the voltage drop in the extension cord. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage at the end of the cord is lower than the voltage at the source. This can cause lights to dim and appliances to operate inefficiently. Voltage drop is more pronounced in long extension cords and cords with small gauge wires. To minimize voltage drop, use the shortest possible extension cord and select a cord with a larger gauge wire. The length of the extension cord affects its current carrying capacity. Longer cords have more resistance, which reduces the amount of current they can safely carry. Refer to the extension cord's ampacity chart to determine its maximum current capacity based on its length. The ampacity chart typically lists the maximum current capacity for different cord lengths. For instance, a 50-foot extension cord may have a lower ampacity rating than a 25-foot cord of the same gauge. When connecting multiple extension cords, ensure the connections are secure and protected from moisture. Loose connections can create heat and lead to fire hazards. Use weatherproof tape or outdoor-rated extension socket covers to protect the connections from moisture. Avoid overloading the extension cord. Overloading occurs when the total current draw of the devices connected to the cord exceeds its maximum current capacity. This can cause the cord to overheat and potentially start a fire. To prevent overloading, calculate the total current draw of the devices and ensure it doesn't exceed the cord's ampacity rating. Consider using a power strip with surge protection. A power strip provides multiple outlets for connecting devices, and surge protection safeguards against voltage spikes. Surge protection is particularly important for sensitive electronic equipment, such as computers and televisions. Choose a power strip that is rated for outdoor use and has a weatherproof enclosure. Regularly inspect the extension cords and connectors for any signs of damage. Look for cracks, cuts, abrasions, and loose connections. Replace any damaged components immediately. Proper maintenance is essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of extension cords. When storing extension cords, coil them neatly and avoid kinking or twisting them. Kinks and twists can damage the internal wires and insulation. Store the cords in a dry place away from direct sunlight and extreme temperatures. Sunlight and extreme temperatures can degrade the cord's insulation over time. Consider using a cord reel for storing extension cords. A cord reel keeps the cord neatly coiled and prevents it from becoming tangled. Choose a cord reel that is designed for outdoor use and has a durable construction. When disposing of old or damaged extension cords, do so responsibly. Do not simply throw them in the trash. Instead, recycle them at a local recycling center or electronic waste collection facility. Recycling prevents the materials from ending up in landfills and allows them to be reused. When using extension cords with Christmas lights, follow these additional safety tips. Use lights that are specifically designed for outdoor use. Outdoor-rated lights are made from durable materials that can withstand the elements. Inspect the lights for any damage or defects before using them. Look for cracked bulbs, frayed wires, and loose connections. Use light clips or hooks to secure the lights to trees, bushes, and other surfaces. Avoid using nails or staples, as these can damage the wires. Keep the lights away from flammable materials such as dry leaves and pine needles. Flammable materials can easily ignite if they come into contact with hot lights. Turn off the lights when you leave the house or go to bed. This reduces the risk of fire and saves energy. Be aware of ground fault circuit interrupters. The NEC requires ground fault circuit interrupter protection for 125-volt single-phase, 15 and 20 ampere receptacles installed in locations such as bathrooms, garages, and outdoors. These devices protect from electrical shock. A GFCI receptacle can be identified by its test and reset buttons. Check the rating of the cord and compare it to the load. The current rating of an extension cord is expressed in amps. Common ratings are 10 amps, 13 amps, and 15 amps. Check the total current draw of the lights and make sure it does not exceed the rating of the cord. It's best to use the shortest length of cord you can to avoid voltage drop. Check the status of the equipment more often if it is being used in damp areas or high traffic locations.